To all my American friends out there, America makes fantastic knives. Oh my God, these snowflakes are huge. They were probably cougar tracks. Do you think he likes warm hugs? Today I came out in search of some winter weather up in the mountains and I found it. More than I expected. It's snowing really hard right now. It's beautiful, absolutely amazing, so peaceful. Definitely gonna need to get a fire going to stay warm though. How cool is it that I am at the top of this tree? This is a big tree. Oh, whoa. Oh my God, these snowflakes are huge. Wow. This is super cool. There's this gorgeous, moody trestle. The snow is falling so peacefully. The snowflakes are huge. Oh, wow. Ooh, that's pretty. I love the view of this trestle from down here. I don't know, it's just so cool. Very otherworldly or something. Never filmed in such heavy snowfall. So I've ducked under the canopy of some pretty big trees here and it's keeping the snow out pretty well. I don't think I'm gonna have to set up a tarp like I originally thought. I'm gonna get a fire going and get myself warm and just enjoy my time. So my favorite way to start a fire in wet conditions like this is to make sure that I prepare quite a bit ahead of time. So I gather the smallest sticks that I can find and then make little bundles of varying sizes. And I like to take dead branches off of trees that are standing so that I'm not collecting stuff off the ground because that's going to be really wet and probably very difficult, if not impossible, to get a fire going with. So I've prepared a few piles here and I'm going to use my knife and a ferro rod to get this fire going with the help of some wax paper, which I find is a really handy little trick. because you can make a little plate for yourself on the wet ground. You can use a little bit of extra balled up wax paper to get the fire to catch. And then I've got all of my stuff prepared. So let's get warm. This fire feels really good. I brought my own coffee from home today, just to make things a little easier. I don't have a big plan for my afternoon. I just wanted to be out here, just get grounded, just enjoy the air, enjoy the mountains. I don't think that you all have been formally introduced to my lightsaber. Still pretty stiff sheath. But this is R2-D2, my handy dandy companion who does a lot for me. This is the White River Firecraft 3.5, and it is such a great knife. I use it for everything from prepping when I'm cooking, to starting my fire, to bushcraft for prepping my fire. It's great. For me, this size is perfect for my hand. This is a 3.5. They do have one, the Ursus, I think it's a 4.5, which would probably be perfect for like a bigger man hand. But I love the handle, I love the size, the weight. And I just have to say, you Americans make really, really good knives, so keep up the good work. I'm not sponsored or anything, I just think this knife is really cool. I was watching The Lord of the Rings last night, The Fellowship of the Ring, and I'm like, just waiting for like an elf or an orc or something to pop out. Like, I'm pretty sure that I was an elf in a previous life. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah. So one time I came to this spot, the last time, the only other time I've been here, I had such an interesting experience. I walked across the trestle and into this beautiful forested area that felt like I had just entered into Narnia. And I was just communing with nature, feeling so connected to the trees and life and being a part of it all. And I started to realize that there were quite a few tracks crisscrossing this way and that way, and that they were probably cougar tracks. So I started to get a little uncomfortable, and I was like, okay, I probably shouldn't be here. This looks like a pretty active cougar territory. Where I live, like, there's always a risk of there being cougars. That's just the way it is. You can't really go outside anywhere without that risk. But yeah, fresh tracks, because there was just a skiff of snow. And so I was like, all right, I'll move on. And I came down to this spot here, still cougar tracks. Actually 2 sets. It looked like perhaps mama and an older cub. And suddenly things started to shift, and that sort of connection to nature got a little more intense, and it was a really healthy reminder of the savage side of nature. And I just got this warning in my spirit, I guess, that it was time to go. And so I did. And I walked back to my car, and there was cougar tracks all around my car. So I'm pretty sure that the cougar was watching me, and I'm sure that's happened many times in my life, and they typically keep to themselves, but I definitely felt like it was time to go. So this is Cougar Town. Hopefully not right now. I've lived to tell the tale. Do you want to build a snowman? The snow is not as good for packing as I thought it would be. I'm gonna be a little snowman. I think it's a work of art. It's not always easy finding friends that want to come out in the snow, so just make your own. Do you think he likes warm hugs? Don't you do it! Don't! Ah! I'm gonna get you for that! Oh! No. Rest in peace, Olaf. I'll never forget you. So I think I gotta get going because I've got about 8 more hours of The Lord of the Rings to watch. So, I'm just kidding. Well, actually I'm not, but I do need to get going pretty soon because I have about 30 minutes of daylight left. Because up here in the north, we don't get a lot of daylight this time of year. I think we're getting dark at about 4:30. If you know, you know. So I hope that you all enjoyed this first glimpse of winter, the first snowfall for me up here in the north. I certainly did, and I'm really glad that I got out here, and I'm glad that I got to share it with you all. So we'll see you next time.